Hello everyone. From this section, we will step into deep learning. Deep learning is a specialized form of machine learning that uses supervised, unsupervised, or semi-supervised learning to learn from data representations. It is similar to the structure and function of the human nervous system, where a complex network of interconnected computation units work in a coordinated fashion to process complex information. Now let's discuss the relationship between deep learning and machine learning. Look at this figure. Deep learning is a subfield of machine learning, and machine learning is a subfield of artificial intelligence. When we talk about artificial intelligence, this is the ability of a machine to imitate intelligent human behavior. So when we look at something that can solve a problem in the way like humans do, we can take it to next level. It's just not repeating some kind of simple output that we programmed it to do. It can actually start imitating human intelligence, and we look at machine learning. We have the application of AI that allows a system to automatically learn and improve And we look at machine learning. We have the application of AI that allows a system to automatically learn and improve from experience. We have discussed basic algorithms of machine learning, such as linear regression, logistic regression, naive Bayes classifier, support vector machine, etc. Finally, we have deep learning, which is application of machine learning that uses complex algorithms and deep neural nets to train a model. Why is deep learning important? Compared with machine learning, deep learning has the following advantages. The first one is deep learning can work with unstructured data. Traditional machine learning works only with large sets of structured or semi-structured data, while deep learning can work with both structured and unstructured data. The second is deep learning can handle complex operations. Deep learning algorithms can perform complex operations easily, while traditional machine learning algorithms cannot. The next is feature extraction. It is a major challenge to tell the computer what are the features it should look for that will play an important role in predicting the outcome, as well as to achieve better accuracy while doing so. This very process is referred as feature extraction. Deep learning is one of the only methods by which we can overcome the challenges of feature extraction. This is because deep learning models are capable of learning to focus on the right features by themselves, requiring little guidance from the programmer. Finally, deep learning can achieve best performance. Performance of traditional machine learning algorithms decreases as the amount of data increases. So, to maintain the performance of the model, we need deep learning. Basically, deep learning mimics the way our brain functions. For example, it learns from experience. As we know that our brain is made up of billions of neurons that allows us to do amazing things. Even the brain of a 1-year-old kid can solve complex problems which are very difficult to solve even using supercomputers. For example, recognize the face to their parents and different objects as well, discriminate different voices, and can even recognize a particular person based on his or her voice, draw inference from facial gestures or other persons, and many more. Actually, our brain has subconsciously trained itself to do such things over the years. Now the question comes, how deep learning mimics the functionality of a brain. While deep learning uses the concept of artificial neurons that functions in a similar manner as the biological neurons present in our brain. Therefore, we can see the deep learning as a subfield of machine learning concerned with algorithms inspired by the structure and function of the brain called artificial neural networks. Now, let's look at some of the real-life applications of deep learning. Speech recognition. In the area of speech recognition and voice-controlled intelligent assistant like Siri, one can develop more accurate acoustic model using a deep neural network and is currently one of the most active fields of deep learning implementation. In simple words, we can build such system that can learn new features or adapt itself according to you and therefore provide better assistance by predicting all possibilities beforehand. Automatic machine translation. We all know that Google can instantly translate between 100 different human languages. That too very quickly as if by magic. The technology behind Google Translate is called machine translation and has been savior for people who cannot communicate with each other because of the difference in the speaking language. Over the past 2 years, with the help of deep learning, Google has totally referred the approach to machine translation in its Google Translate. In fact, deep learning researchers who know almost nothing about language translation are putting forward relatively simple machine learning solutions that are beating the best expert-built language translation systems in the world. Text translation can be performed without any preprocessing of the sequence, allowing the algorithm to learn the dependencies between words and their mapping to a new language. Visual recognition. Using deep learning computers and machines are successful in identifying images and visuals. Just like a normal human eye, machines are knowing what the world is making up of. It can now successfully differentiate between objects and identify images. This is one of the influential applications of deep learning and has its application in many of the fields. Visual recognition system finds most of its application in surveillance. Even self-driving cars use image recognition to identify objects before them. The field of visual recognition is diverse and become possible with the help of deep learning only. Self-driving cars. Self-driving cars are the cars of the next generation. Use deep learning. Cars have been developed which learn by themselves and do not require any driver to operate. Self-driving cars learn to identify objects, road map, and everything that is required to drive a car on a busy road. There are various things that a driver needs to keep attention on while driving. Self-driving cars automate all these things without any help. This is the most amazing application that deep learning has to offer. Deep learning is now the best approach to most perception tasks, as well as to many low-level control tasks. Hence, now even people who do not know to drive or are disabled can go ahead and take the drive without depending on anyone else. This is the end of this section. Thanks for watching and welcome to the next period.